Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we are back with another World Circuit race in Europe. This time we're going to be heading off to the Nürburgring and the Nordschleife for one of a series of races that we're going to need to do here. Before I do that, I'm just going to pop into the options and make sure that we are on the hard race difficulty that we are using for all of these World Circuit races. We are, so that's good. And today we're going to be going to the Schwarzwald League, assuming I have pronounced that correctly. This is going to be quite a fun race because it's a track that I absolutely adore, but one that I don't know very well. So it will be quite interesting. We're going to do it in the BMW VGT. And the settings I'm going to be using are racing soft tyres. You can see the suspension and the differential settings that I am running in this particular car. And then to reduce the performance points, we've got 95 output, 200 ballast and 94 on the power restrictor. The rest you can see there is pretty standard for this car for me. Now normally when I do these races I'll take you through the braking points, turning points, gears, etc. Obviously for the Nürburgring it is a very complex one lap race and it's going to be very difficult for me to do that, mainly because whenever I run this track I'm thinking on my feet. I don't necessarily use the same gear for every corner. Depends on the traffic, it depends on how quick I'm going. I really have to feel my way around this particular track. So this is going to be more entertainment than educational than anything else. We do get the gold trophy, so this is basically how I did it on those two cars, just trying to get through them without connecting if we can. It'd be nice to get a clean race bonus on this one if we can, but getting a clean race bonus at the Nordschleife is particularly difficult because it does bite you and very often you will whack a barrier on the way round or collect with a car that you're trying to pass during a difficult corner or something. So I'm going to go more for the gold trophy rather than going for the clean race. We just got past the Porsche 911 GT3 which fell really nicely. We've got two cars up ahead of us that we're going to need to negotiate, and unfortunately they're going side by side as we want to overtake over the top here, but they do go line astern, so we do manage to get up the inside, which is really useful. Then we need to get this slowed down big time for this corner. This is one that catches you out, so I'm doing second gear for this one. And now I've got three cars which again line up really nicely for me to do an overtake on the right hand side. So the AI really is making this very easy for us at the moment. Up into 7th place, 14 seconds behind the leader, so we do need to continue to push on, and we've got a green and a blue car in front of us. Are they going to fall nicely through these corners? Yes, the green one does. You need to get this slowed down, second gear through here. Normally I ride up on that curb, didn't on that occasion, and again the blue one's fallen rather nicely for an overtake, so that puts us up into 5th place and a little over 10 seconds behind the leaders now. So thus far these cars have fallen really nicely for us with regards to overtakes, so maybe luck is smiling on us this particular run. Now if you are struggling with the Nordschleife, one tip that I have, and I'm not actually using that on this occasion, I'm trying to actually learn this track myself, but it is to create yourself some rally style pace notes. So if you are calling out the corners, so you need to build your own code, but maybe go left 1 for first gear corner, left 2, right 3 for a right third gear corner, or you might want to do right 93, which should be a right 90 degrees third gear corner, or you might even want to call out speeds, although I tend to work on the gears. It tends to work better for me. Or you need it collected with the black one there, managed to get it slowed down before the gold BMW, but again two nice little overtakes through there, really pleased with that. But yeah, write yourself out some pace notes and then record them into your phone or some other device that you can have playing next to you. And if you record the pace notes as you're running, if you can, then those pace notes are going to come out at roughly the right time for you. and then you'll know what's coming up, you'll know what gear you need to be in, you'll know the tightness of the corner. The other thing, as you noticed, I've got the track map on for this particular run. The track map also gives you a good idea of the severity of the corner and the direction coming up. What you need to do is you need to be looking at that sort of semi in your peripheral vision, as well as looking at it from time to time, but don't forget to drive. It's very easy to drive on the track map rather than the track in front of you. So that would be my advice. So for here, you can see that I've got a really tight right-hander. Need to negotiate the 911 in front of us, which then sweeps around into a very tight hairpin left, which has got the bank curve on it. So if we get into the bank curve, try and stay in that if we can, pop out the top of it. So I'm using second gear through there. And then you can see now that the track is running straight, so we can go pretty quick through here. We've got a fairly fast right and then left, but sometimes you need to be a little bit careful. Sometimes, even though they look fairly quick corners on the track map, you do need to lift. So knowing the track does help an awful lot. And as I said, the Nordschleife is a track that I absolutely adore. I really wish that there was an option to get some decent credits on this to grind, because it would become one of my grinding tracks rather than sub-deg. And if you could get like a, you know, 1 million credits for doing 3 or 4 laps of this thing, then, you know, I'd be opting for that every day of the week. And I'd love to learn this track more and more and more. So we're in some clean air at the moment. We're actually in first place right now, and we've still got some significant way to go in this particular lap, and already 4.9, nearly 5 seconds ahead. So the traffic did fall really, really nicely for me in this particular run, but also starting to get to grips with this particular track really, really does help. So as we come down here, I'm just going to let this run through here. So 4th gear I chose for that one. Just watching the curbs. The curbs are your friend here. You can almost go left and right as you see the curbs. This one you really need to get it slowed down for. This one tricks me every single time, and I invariably hit the barrier as we go across the top there. Thankfully I didn't on this particular one. Picking up the banking here, it's a very short one, that one. Out the top, up through the gears, just letting this run. So we are nearly 9 seconds ahead of the second place person at the moment. Just come around this one in 3rd gear, and then as soon as you see that bridge, you can now let this run and run and run. You want to get up into the top gears as soon as you can in whichever car you've chosen. I love this BMW VGT around here and for these particular races, but this is dead straight. If you are in 3rd or 2nd place at this point, it's not game over. What you really need to do is you really need to be getting in the slipstream of a car in front and really use that slipstream. But as you come down to the bottom here, you need to be starting to think about what you're doing. It's still flat at this point, but as you do a left on this one, you want to be looking for the tree on the left. Just pick one of them, that one there. Bury the brake pedal, get it turned in 3rd gear over the curb. Keep it out to the left here, sweep across the track in 2nd gear, just come across the line. So you might actually want to pause and rewind that video just to see how that last little complex works. But you must pick a braking zone at the end of that long straight and hit it, otherwise you are going to collect with the wall. So we finished that one 9 seconds ahead of Blazon behind us, which was quite nice. The credits that we got for that was 96,000, and we got a clean race bonus, which is a real benefit. It's not often I get a clean race bonus around the Nordschleife, so I'm really pleased with that. But that is how I got gold for this particular race. We've got a few more Nordschleife races to do over the next few videos. I think it's the Nürburgring GP and the Nordschleife. I think I've got one more Nordschleife to do and 2 green GP tracks. So please, if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button, because it will really help me. I'm trying to work my way up to the magic 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it'd be brilliant if you could help me with a sub. And if you are an existing subscriber, thanks ever so much for continuing to support my channel. It is greatly appreciated. So I'm really glad to have got that one in the bag. Even more pleased to have done that with a clean race bonus. Like I said, I couldn't really go through the gears and the like, but if I can do this on the hard setting, then I'm sure you can, because I am only an average racer at best, and we actually won that by quite some considerable margin. So for now, I will see you on another video coming very soon. Look after yourselves, take care, bye bye.